Okay.
All right, so we have spent the last 6 months in
Six
Boston.
months.
We traveled to Boston. Caroline took a job over at Brigham and Women's down there in Longwood,
Not
and
Brigham and Women's,
what
Beth
is it?
Israel.
Beth Israel,
It's
and
different.
it's different hospital. I retired from the Navy, so that's great. So now we're just homeschooling the kids, and we decided to spend the rest of our time just traveling, homeschooling the kids, and going around. Our first stop was Boston, so we got here in May. We were able to see spring and summer and fall. And we finally finished up last night. It was Halloween. And we experienced Halloween, got to go to Salem. And it was really cool. So here's our thoughts about living in Boston. So, Kara, what was your favorite things about Boston?
Favorite things about Boston. The biggest thing for me was public transport. I know people would argue that, but we have not lived in that many cities with public transport, and it really makes life easier. Even though it wasn't always, well, it is pretty dependable, but the timing could be off. But usually, most employers are pretty okay around here with just saying sorry, the bus was late or the tea was late. But it really does help get around the city. You don't have to worry about parking because parking is astronomically expensive here. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed just the area of the country. We were able to see Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, go up to Canada, Rhode Island, New York. All the little states are so close up here, kind of like Europe. So we were able to see a lot, which was really cool. And then we made, well, another thing about Boston, diversity. Every area you go is a different ethnicity or, like culture. There's tons of just different people here. And I loved that for us and for the kids too, because I don't think they've actually really lived somewhere that was this diverse. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much to do in the city. There's so much history. The girls really enjoyed that. Josie's a big history buff, so she loved learning about the history of Boston, Old North Church, Paul Revere. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I think so too. I think my big takeaways were I love public transit. We lived in Dorchester, so we lived south. We originally tried to go to Cambridge across the river because we thought that's where it would be, but rents are really astronomical. So we ended up going to Dorchester, and surprisingly, we liked it. We liked Dorchester. It's a blue-collar neighborhood, and because of that, you just meet generally nice people. I mean, we lived across from a park, so the kids got to go to the park and movie nights. The food here is fantastic. I was really shocked at the diversity. Lots of people from the islands, from Europe, from basically all over the place. So that's been a huge bonus for us. So I was shocked on that. Love public transportation. Love the food options. There's not a lot of Mexican food here. I mean, they call it Mexican food, but
We had plenty of
it's
that in
okay.
Texas.
Yeah, it's not Mexican.
No.
It'll work. But the lobsters were great. Seafood was
The
fantastic.
seafood's fantastic.
I love traveling to New Hampshire and Maine, and we had took a trip up to Montreal. We loved Montreal.
New York
New
City.
York City. We did some WWE down in Connecticut. So lots of fun stuff to do. We loved going to Newport, Rhode Island, seeing that. So 4th of July we spent on the St. Charles
that was
River,
great.
which was great, and we got to see all that, which was fantastic. So overall, I'd give Boston and America, what do you think, out of a 10 rating?
Up here, like a 7 or 8. Like, I thought it was great.
That's a good
I'm
rating.
ready to get out of here before it gets cold.
That's true. We're getting out
And I
of here
think
before it
it's
gets
like
cold.
perfect timing.
Yeah, so we're about to leave now. We'll give it about an 8. Top 3 things, I would say people, public transportation, and ability to travel to different states. It's a good area. Definitely.
Definitely
recommend it.
recommend a visit or taking a travel job up here for sure.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, we're out of here. We have to take our journey back down to Texas,
Yeah.
and then on to our next trip, which I think is going to be
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we'll
Yep.
see about that. So we're going to get fat on green chili. Or fatter, because I'm getting fat.
Right.
Anyways, we'll see you guys later and talk to you soon.
Bye.